tea or shade, bitch, all offense. If you
no tea, no shade. All tea, all shade.
$51,000 plus $32,000 plus $460,000.
The answer is about 543,000 US dollars.
Joanne the scammer is shook.
Okay, if the tickets are 45 and they sold about 10,000, they made around $400,000, right? And then they're saying that we're scammers because we said that obviously the money, the proceeds will go to charity, and they're disappointed that only 75,000 of the 400,000 is going to charity, which they're saying we're scammers because from the numbers that they pulled up, they're thinking in their brain that's what they're thinking, that it's real, right? But in reality, I'm gonna break some numbers down for you guys, and so you guys can understand what it even takes to throw and to host a charity event of the magnitude that we did. First of all, Catherine and I have never done anything like that at all. As you all know, this was our first time, and I believe it might have been the first time someone has hosted an event like that. And when we first did it, like I said, I had the idea. Sorry guys, this is gonna be a long conversation with you guys. So if you're watching, you should pull out some popcorn and kick your feet up and relax, because I want to talk a little bit. It's my turn to speak out. A lot of people had their turn to speak out and they wanted to get attention and say this and that. But it's gonna come straight from the source. So like I said, I've had the idea of hosting a charity basketball event. Ever since we started YouTube, you guys know I played basketball, so I thought it was a great idea to host this event. But we had no idea going into this at all. We didn't know, what it all was going to entail. And so, as we announced it, to be honest with you, Catherine and I, we didn't have anything planned. Like, nothing was planned. We just knew we were going to get it done one way or the other. We were going to make it happen for you guys. And with the help of a few members on our team, Holiday, you guys know his name, Jessica, they were a tremendous help. They were able to get the job done. But before the job was done, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but USC, the venue USC, the college, the venue, the basketball arena, that arena is, I want to say top 5 arenas in California. In the Los Angeles area, it's like USC, UCLA, if you guys are familiar with those colleges, and then like the Staples Center, where the Lakers play, right? So those 3 arenas are very big, massive arenas, right? It costs a lot of money just to rent out those arenas just to shoot a basketball. If you just wanted to go inside and shoot a basketball yourself, it costs a lot of money. Now imagine throwing an event that the arena, so USC, the capacity holds around 10,000, but we were able to sell 9,100 tickets. That's the total amount of tickets we were able to sell, because there were like box seats, like way up in the hold on one sec, sorry, I'm driving myself off before I get on this couch. But yeah, I have to continue my conversation. This has to be said once and for all. So where was I at? So in total tickets, we sold about 9,100 total tickets, right? And USC, they, like I said, okay, so we sold 9,100 tickets to rent out the venue of 9,100 people. I don't know if you guys know this, but that's a lot of people. That's like a concert, right? That's like you go to one of your favorite artists and like that's their concert. That's a huge concert, right? And just to rent out the venue for that type of you call it event cost a lot of money. And so just that right there, like people, for some reason, people don't understand that. I don't know. I guess some people thought we got it for free. Like, why would we ever get a venue that big for free? That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of that. So people thought, for them thinking that we made a total of $400,000, and if we made $400,000, that means we had no expenses at all. So we just had we did a free event, and that was it. Like, no. So like I said, just renting out the venue, that's just one part of the what I call it, one part of the pie, one piece of the pie, right? So you got that one piece, right? You got to consider that one piece, just renting out the venue. And then you got USC, who was the ticket holders of the event. They were the ticket holders, which means we had to, Ace family members had to purchase their tickets through USC, right? Which means, since they were the ticket holders, they got a percentage of the ticket sales, right? They got, I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but they took $11 from each ticket, right? They took $11 from each ticket. So if the tickets were $45 and they took $11 from each ticket, that means the tickets were really like $34, right? They took a pretty big chunk, which is normal. They were the ticket holders. We're hosting at their event. They're putting on everything, right? So that's another piece of the pie. That's like two major things, right? Just in case you guys can't calculate math, like just for the second thing. So if you do like $11 times like 9,000, like over 9,000 tickets, that's like over $100,000, right? That's what the hell? That's just for them, just for the tickets. That's just them for the tickets. So you got the 400,000, right? You guys said we made 400,000, but I just told you that the tickets, just for the tickets, they took about over 100,000. That drops to $300,000 quick, and that's just the tickets. I didn't even really tell you how much the venue was because, sheesh. So look, that's just the second piece of the pie, right? And then we have, they thought I heard my baby. I know Catherine had a little something to say. I'm not sure if she's gonna come down or not, but so that's just, like I said, second piece of the pie. And then people don't realize that when you have that big of a venue, there's so many things that come into play. We have to pay for security, right? And security is very expensive because we have so many people. USC said they never had an event that big. They never had an arena fill up that many seats. There was not one seat that was empty. They said they've never had that before. So not only was security expensive, but we had to add on extra security, right? So we had to pay for security. We had to pay for ambulance just to be there on spot, just in case somebody got hurt, right? That's normal. When you go to a concert, they have ambulance and the firemen on board to make sure, just in case of fire, you got to have all those just to be safe, right? So you got those expenses. Those are very expensive. Those are very expensive. We have staff members, right? We have staff members that are there at USC. You just think we have no staff and people are just walking around and not being guided at their ticket, their bags not being checked. There are people not buying food at the concession stands. That's another thing. We had to pay for them to provide food for our Ace family members. Think about that. Oh my God. Imagine you guys going to the event and not having any food. Imagine you just walked in and couldn't buy water, couldn't buy food. Like, what? We would feel so bad. So that was another thing you guys got to take into, not you guys, not our Ace family. These are Ace family watchers I'm explaining this to. That's another thing you guys got to take to accountability, is that the concession stand, right? USC had to provide the food and for their staff to be working that. So that's more expenses, right? And then we had the lights. The lights had to be on, right? And the gym, we couldn't just rent out the gym. We need lights, right? So people can see and we can play and you guys can see us, right? The lights are very expensive. And that type of arena, those big lights, just to have them on and running are expensive. So that's another thing. What else goes into play? Just to have our merch there for you guys to be able to purchase, that's an expense. They took a percentage from that as well. Just for us to having our what do you call it? Damn, Jessica, I wish you were here with me right now. Just having our little booth set up, right? They charged us for that. Yeah, that was an expense. Yep. What else was there that I can explain? What else an expense? It's just common sense. If you think that everything that goes into play here, you got to remember. For the people that were working the shot clocks and running the scoreboard and stuff like that for the basketball to actually work, the game to work. Like when you guys watch a basketball game, you know how they keep track of scores. So that's an expense. That's a staff member we have to pay, right? Yeah, think about that. I could think about that. What else? Obviously, live stream is a huge one. Live stream. We're on like this pie is getting so big that you guys didn't take none of this into consideration. You just thought we just got the whole arena for free. That is unheard of. I'm not going to talk bad about you, but for whoever thought that, I'm going to pray for you, okay? That we didn't have no expenses. Okay. Let me continue, though. Because this pie is getting huge. Okay, so then, where am I at with this? What was I going to say? Oh, the live stream. For our Ace family members to be able to watch the live stream on our YouTube channel, that was an expense. We did not make any money from the live stream, guys. We had to pay for that. YouTube came in and hosted the live stream. We had to pay for that. Guys, that was an expense. That was an expense. Yes, that was. What else? Video guys, right? Video guys. We had to pay. Oh my gosh, how many video guys do we have there? Vitaly, my new video guy. I wish you were here with me right now. I don't know how many people on your team, but I want to assume 5, 6 people. You had video guys out filming outside, getting content outside of the line. And you got guys being around the food concession. You have 3 or 4 guys being on the floor because the arena's so big. You got to get different angle shots. You got to get the crowd. You guys seen the video. There was a lot of footage. There was a lot of shots and different angles. Like, that costs money to film that, to get that footage. That costs money. We have to pay those video guys. Where else are we at? Oh my gosh, where are we at? Oh man, where else are we at? Thank goodness that I didn't have to pay the other influencers who were involved. Like, good thing they just have respect for the Ace family, like I mentioned, that they were just able to do it out of respect for us, out of they believing in the charity event. Because that would have been a great, that expense right there. I have love for those guys, who everyone who was involved in the charity event. I can't thank you guys enough for you guys just showing up and showing love. But let me also thank, I wish Catherine was here. She like really was breaking down shit. She was like, how can anyone think that we're profiting off of this? Like, there was so much that goes into this. People don't realize what it took for us to even host this event. Like, that event was a big deal. I'm not sure if you guys know, but have you guys ever seen an event like that? Has any other influencer? I don't think I've seen it. I think obviously YouTube hosts VidCon every year, but that's completely different than what we did. And another thing I want to say is the tickets that we charge you guys with, the $45. That, to me, after thinking about it, it was very confusing, because Catherine and I thought when we said $45, we felt like it was too much, right? We felt like, damn, $45 is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's like buying a sweater from our merch collection, right? But then we started talking, like, everybody involved, and like everyone saying, if you compare it to a concert, or if you compare it to like a VidCon, or if you compare it to like other big events, that $45 is really, really affordable. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make everything affordable. If Catherine and I were money hungry, like some of you say, we could have easily charged double that. Easy. We could have charged easy. And you guys, and for the people that came, admit, you guys would have paid because you guys want to be a part of what we do. You guys want to see us. You guys want to be there for a good cause. Like, sorry, $45 to us, we thought was very fair. We wanted to make it fair and give everyone an opportunity to be able to come. And so it's very upsetting that anyone would ever say that our family is scammers and money hungry. Like, Ace family members, you know us. You've been knowing us since day one. We, as a family, have always given back, right? And our growth, and as much as we've grown, there comes a lot with that, right? When you grow as a person or as a business, you tend to not change but evolve, right? You evolve. You learn how to get to the next level, right? And for us, a lot of you guys, not a lot of you, sorry, I don't want to say a lot of you guys. For the people who are not part of the Ace family, you guys have said that we have changed for the money. Like, that's not what we're about. That's not what we're about at all. Yes, we have nice things in our lives, right? But we also have worked extremely hard to get those nice things. And like I said, you guys, what you guys see is just YouTube videos. Catherine and I have a lot of other stuff going on outside of YouTube as well. We have a lot of other stuff. Not only our merch, not only other things, but there's other businesses, ventures that we have our hands in, and we've worked extremely hard to accomplish. And having nice things, it's good to every once in a while to be able to reward yourself. And for me, I always say whenever I reward myself with something nice, I look at it as motivating. When I get it, I'm motivated to continue to work hard, to continue to grow our family, right? That's the goal in life, is to be able to grow and to be able to level up. You want to be able to. You don't want to be stagnant in your life. And whenever you're doing something, you don't want to ever be stagnant. You don't want to ever, be at a point where everyone starts somewhere, right? Whether it's being super successful at one point or starting at the very bottom. You don't want to start at the very bottom and just stay at the very bottom, right? You want to grow and level up and accomplish your goals and try to succeed and shoot for the sky. That's what you want. The sky's the limit. And for us, that's what I felt like, because we've grown. I feel like that's also a burden on us, because we've grown so fast, right? We've grown extremely fast. It's such a blessing how fast we've grown. Ace family members, you guys, like I always say, you guys are the strongest. You got one strong ass army. We've been doing this for, I want to say this month has been our 2-year mark on YouTube. It's crazy. It's a blessing. It's been our 2-year mark. Been on YouTube for 2 years. And you guys seen this. We've grown so much. I don't know. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank God enough. I honestly feel like our family was destined to do what we do, right? We get to wake up, film what we want to film, be around Elle, watch Elle grow up, capture Elle grow up. To me, I feel like we have the best job in the world, right? And we get to at the same time we make content for you guys. We get to give back. We get to make the world a better place. We get to make people happy. We just get to be a positive light in people's lives, right? I never want to compare us to anybody out there, because to us, I feel like we're on YouTube, but we're a little different, right? To me, we're more of a reality TV show. You get to see our daily lives, right? Every day, you guys get to see what we're doing. Just about every day, you get to see what we're doing. We invite you guys in our home. You guys get to see a lot of stuff, right? It's kind of scary. Like, it was kind of scary, especially of how fast we've grown. There's a lot of eyes on us. But yeah, you guys have especially for the Ace members that's seen us since day one, it's not about us changing because the money or anything like that. It's us growing as a family and as a brand. We have grown. We have seriously grown. And it's like, you know, we were when Catherine and I first started, we were, almost brings tears to my eyes. We were in a very small apartment, like very, very small. And we thought when we first moved in, we were like, man, this is the best apartment we have ever been in. This is so nice. Like, I wish we could live here for the rest of our lives. When we started YouTube, things were growing. Our family was growing. Elle was born. And we were like, damn, Elle's born. Like we have a lot of like stuff in our apartment. Things started to feel small. We were like, man, we are growing. We can afford to move out of this very, very small apartment into a bigger apartment, right? Like, we've worked hard enough to we feel like we deserve to move in a bigger apartment. So that's what we did. We moved into a bigger apartment. We were leveling up. We moved into a bigger apartment, and we were so motivated to continue to keep growing and to work extremely hard for not only ourselves but for Elle, because Elle was in our lives now. We wanted her to have the best life. So we moved into a bigger apartment, and I think we were there for a little less than a year or a year. We were there for a little less than a year. We continued to grow. We were growing, working our asses off, growing. And we were like, man, as we were growing, we were like, man, like this place is starting to feel small. We love it, but it's starting to feel small because of everything that we're bringing on. Because as you grow, you got a lot of other stuff that comes with it. And we were like, man, I think it's time for us to get a home. We should get a home. And we were like, man, let's get a home. So we get a home, right? And this is the home we're in now. We're in this home. And it's just like, how can you guys ever think that it's the money that's changing us? No, we're growing. Like, this home, we worked for this home, right? Like, we worked for this home. We worked our ass off for this home. And it's a blessing to be able to have a home like this and to do what we do. And now it's like, this home is beautiful, right? This home is beautiful, even though there's certain things that come with it that we don't like. We feel like, damn, like, what's the next move for us, right? Like, we're always thinking, like, what's the next move? What's the next move? And now Catherine is pregnant again. We're having another princess on the way. We have 2 kids now. Our family's growing. And if you guys know me, I love having family around. I love having good friends, people who are in our circle. I love having them around, like Ali, Trey, those type of people. I love having people around me. I don't ever like being alone. And obviously Catherine and Elle are always around me, but I like having my boys around, right? Just having company. It feels good. And having them around, it's like more family members. And it's like, dang, like this house is extreme. We feel like it's a blessing to have this extremely big house. But it's like, what's the next move? What do we do after this? It's like, do we try to get something else? Like, do we make some changes to this house? Do we knock out walls? Do we make it a project? Like, what do we do? And it's like, to you guys, to other 2 people who are not part of the Ace family, it's like, you guys look at it as like, oh, they're changing because they're making money and they have to do all this and that. No, it's not about that. It's about evolving, right? It's about evolving. So I just wanted to say that was like, sorry, sidetrack moment. And it's frustrating when people say that money and greed got to us, because we're not about that. And if you guys watch other people in our space, like I said, I hate to compare or say talk about other people. I'm not about that. But there's plenty of other people out there that talk about how much money they make or what they have, or they just throw it in your guys' faces and their family and their subscribers' faces all the time. But not once has Catherine and I have ever done anything like that. We may have got a new car or like got a new home or something like that, right? Which is normal, because there's people in the world that buy new cars, buy homes and stuff like that. It's normal. But never once have we ever thrown money in your guys' face. We've never said, oh, we make this much money and we get a brand deal for this much and these necklaces were this much. Like, never. We're not those type of people. You know what type of people we are. The most positive people in the world. We're all about you guys know what we're about. Like, I shouldn't have to explain it at all. But like I said, it frustrates us as a family when people, and that's the only reason why I'm talking about this, because there's been people talking bad about my family. You know what I mean? And when people talk bad about my family and myself, I feel like I do have to speak out and say what's real. And not necessarily, and I don't believe not everyone is gonna understand what I'm saying or what we go through, because it's not meant for that. And everyone has their opinion. You guys can think and say what you guys want. At the end of the day, whoever's a part of the Ace family is gonna be a part of the Ace family. People who are not, you guys can still watch our videos, but we could care less. We can care less. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's frustrating. People talk bad about us. Like I said, I feel like it's very necessary for me to speak out, because we don't never talk about drama. We don't ever talk about nothing that has nothing to do with us just growing and being positive, right? We're all about positivity and growing and just trying to grow our family. That's the biggest thing. Uh-oh. Elle's crying, guys. Oh, shoot. I think she might have fell or something. Oh, I feel so bad. So, hold on, I wonder if I can take you guys outside. And so, like I said, back to the event. Sorry, my hair looks crazy right now. Back to the event. So for those people who tried to say that, you know, we were scammers, you guys have no idea what it cost to even have the event. So how could you guys even say that we made this much money or profit this much money? You guys don't know. You guys don't know. And like I said, me breaking down everything that goes into it, you guys, you gotta realize, like, damn, like, there's a lot of shit that goes into throwing a big, massive event like that. Like, that shit is not expensive at all. From day one, we thought when we thought about having this charity event, for us, it was like, yo, we've never had a meet and greet. We've never gone on tour. This is all about the Ace family members. We want to be able to have this event, have as many Ace family members there as possible, and for it to be for a good cause. That's what it was for about. It wasn't about the fucking money. Like, as you can tell, I don't have to say anything. As you guys can tell just by watching our videos, you guys know Catherine and I are well off. If we do well off, we're fine where we're at. Again, my phone died. Bro, my shit died again. First, the damn temperature was too damn hot for my phone. And this time, my phone died. And by the way, guys, remember when I said when Elle was crying? She got a big bruise right here. Catherine said she fell and hit her head on the wall. So she has this big bruise. I literally just saw it and I didn't want to see it. She's putting ice on it right now. I feel so bad. But where was I at? Yeah, like, for the people who try to break down numbers when you guys don't know what it took to host an event like that is straight crazy. Y'all straight crazy. And for the fact that Catherine and I now are giving back to, you know, a charity, people in Africa, like I said, we're able to, with the money that we raised, we were able to build like 6 wells, which was a total of like, to provide water for 3,000 people for the rest of their lives. And we actually just got word a couple days ago that we fly out there first week of September. So we'll be flying to Africa. Me and the people who played on my team, things like Tanner Fox, Christopher London, Ryan Swayze, Trey, my brother Landon, who else on my team? JC, Kalen. So those people, I think Ollie's going to come with us. Those people are going to be out there in Africa, and we're going to make a dope, like, we're gonna show you guys like the craziest footage you guys have ever seen. But it's just it's beautiful to be able to do something like that. How many people can say that they were able to do that for people in Africa, right? And and then that's what I'm saying. That's like the most fucked up thing for people to try and say that we're scammers, bro. That they make such a good positive thing something so bad. Right? That to me, that's disgusting. And if you're one of those people, please, I suggest you never, ever watch our videos ever again. Don't be a part of what we're about at all. Ace family don't want you here. I don't want you here. L don't want you here. Catherine don't want you here. So I had to speak on that, guys, because that was literally like, for people to say that, it literally hurt us, because you guys know that's not what we're about. And for us, we never say anything. And for other people to say stuff about us and people go around and believe what other people say, no, the source is right here. I'm telling you guys how it is. There's no cuts, there's no edits in this video. I'm telling you straight facts. That's what it is.